first. That'll be Birmingham's young guns, Dominic Sibley, signed from Surrey, and Ed Pollock. They have a very young-looking lineup. Sam Hain as well, and Adam Hose. So lots of expectation then around the ground for Birmingham. Let's get to our commentary team, Rob Key and Nasser Hussain.
15th edition of Finals Day. It is the biggest day in the domestic cricketing calendar. 4 very good sides, 2 from the north, 2 from the south, and the first semi-final is Glamorgan against the Birmingham Bears. 4 young lads under the age of 24 come out to bat at the top of the order for Birmingham, and lots of experience hit the ball, and for Glamorgan should be a cracker. It's always a cracking day. The sun's out. It's a great venue, is Edgbaston. Time for all the talking to end and the action to begin. Here is one of those young lads, Ed Pollock, has just come in to the side halfway through the season, just 8 matches. And Sibley moved from Surrey just a couple of games ago. Most of those games were for Surrey, already had an impact for the Bears. Going to be a little bit of Colin Ingram bowling some leg spin, which he's done well in the last couple of games. We saw him down in Bristol bowl well with his part-time leg spin. In the quarter-final he bowled well with his leg spin. In the old days, the side used to just block out the first over, dealing singles. I'm not sure these young guns see it that way, Rob Key.
Well, you mean last year?
In the old days. Yeah. First ball of Finals Day. The umpires are ready. Pollock's ready. Ingram to deliver some leg spin.
Normally we see Ingram after they've got off to a decent start with the ball, the seamers have got wickets, then Ingram comes on. Different proposition for him now, just loops them up really. Not a lot of spin. This is a belting pitch from what we've seen so far when you're out there in the middle.
No, just sneaking down, I think. Just played across it. Some nerves from Pollock.
Well, spin makes you make the decisions. You can't just wait for pace on the ball. You have to decide, premeditate how you're going to play it. Are you going to go big early? Just sliding down.
It's close though. That's close to going to maximum. It is. It took all of 3 deliveries. We have our first 6 of Finals Day.
Doesn't matter if it's spin or seam to Pollock. We've seen him do this to the seamers, back of a length. And he pulls it or sweeps it this time. Just gets all of it. Brilliant fast hands through the ball. We saw that in the quarter-final when he played against Surrey, and their bowling attack. The seamers bowl back of a length, and he just pulled it over that way.
It's hard, but finds the fielder. Feels he misses out there. Youth at the top, experience in the middle for Birmingham. Elliott, age 38. The Grand Dame, age 31. The young guns try and get them off to a flyer. Over cow corner this time, no one out there. 10 off 5.
Right in the slot. Brilliant batting though. Just a fraction straight. Looped up again. He hits this hard. Got long on and deep square leg, so he just picks the gap. Get it over mid-wicket. Who's in close? It's going to fly away.
Change of angle. Goes round the wicket. Off spinner. So 11 from the first over. Good start for Birmingham.
That's been about par for the course so far this year in the Blast. That's where the game has changed very quickly. The best teams just send someone up and they take on that first over, especially if it's spin. Plenty of batting out of Hose was outstanding in a short cameo in the quarter-final. Really impressive. Hain, who spent time up the order, opening the batting with Ian Bell. It's all changed there in that middle order that Nasser spoke about. Plus Chris Wokes.
Hogan, aged 36, had a good tournament so far. Economy's above 7.5, 84 wickets, takes wicket with the new ball and the old ball. Lots of variations from him. Tall bowler, hits the deck hard, looks a really good surface. Quick outfield, as it always is at Edgbaston. Only reason Jacques Rudolph decided to have a bowl first is the fact that it's an early start, nerves of a final or semi-final, nerves of finals day.
Get to face the ball, Sibley. It's not often ideal, that. Just get underway as soon as you can. Sibley not face the ball. Tim Robinson, very experienced umpire, good batsman as well in his day. Alex Wolf as well, played international cricket. One day cricket.
Over the top, didn't get all of it, but he got enough. Enough, 6.
Just seems to have such a simple technique, just clears that front leg. And he'll either hit you square on the leg side, through the offside, or this one dead straight. And just twists in his hand, but he gets the elevation, gets the distance. They're under pressure already, the Glamorgan bowlers.
And again, it's gone a long way up. I think it's going to go all the way. It does, the cheer tells you it does.
Talk about no fear cricket. It's full of a lead, hits through the line. This one goes higher, not as far. But out of the middle of the bat again. You have that intent. You're brave enough, you get reward.
182 is strike rate in the power play this year, Pollock. No fear cricket at all. Every ball must go. Long on's been dropped back. He'll take the single. Well, man, Sibley gets on strike eventually, Rob.
So impressive. 24 off just 10 balls. You say when you, as a captain or coach, you just want to get off to a good start, settle any nerves. We saw a couple of balls from Ingram to Pollock where he just looked like, is he going to just try and find his way into the game? Third ball goes all the way for 6. He's not stopped since then.
I think we've just seen a generation of cricketers here that are now brought up on smacking the ball everywhere, whether it's first ball or last ball. Nice to see a good old-fashioned block in there. Just thinking with Pollock, you've got to think slightly out of the box. It looks like anything in his hitting arc is going to disappear. Even in a power play, try and hide the ball outside off stump, bowl one side of the wicket, just get it out of that hitting arc from square leg to long on.
Well, they haven't seen a lot of him. They've maybe seen in the quarter-final just a hint of what he's got.
Four for none after 2.
You know what it's like when you have these new players come in. You spend a lot of time talking about the players you know. But generally, as a batsman, the first year in T20, you can get away with all your shots, all your plans. And then the next year, people come up with something for you, and you have to evolve. What can he do with pace? Marchant de Lange is an imposing figure when he delivers the ball at a decent pace.
You love a bit of Marchant de Lange, don't you? He's got a yard of pace.
I'm just saying.
You love anyone with
Why
a yard
do I love
of pace.
it?
You do. You're driving up, you're talking about Marchant de Lange. You're texting me about him. Last game we did, you're saying watch out for him, he's got a yard. Can Pollock slog him over mid-wicket? We're about to find out. The field is not for hiding the ball outside off stump. The field is set for his hitting area, deep square, but there's a fine leg, so maybe Marchant de Lange is going to give him some chimp music as well.
Absolutely. Looks like a field set for short pitch bowling. Third man is up though, so you don't want to be wide, you've got to be at him.
Yeah, he could uppercut, couldn't he? He could back away and try and flay him over that offside. Oh, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's below waist high.
Dot ball. Completely done all of us. Everyone in the ground who's Just expecting a short pitch delivery or something into the body.
Just told the umpire that his front foot slipped there. Immediately apology to the batsman, to the umpire, everyone concerned. There's that shot again, pick up leg side. That's his hitting area. If you bowl it on his legs, he's going to flick you away.
Yeah, this is exactly what we saw in the quarter-final. Anything on that thigh pad, he's just ready for the ball. And he doesn't care that fine leg is back or deep square leg is back. His hands just whip through the hitting area. He uses the pace that DeLanger is putting on it, 87 mile an hour.
Classic this, do you bowl to his strength and have the fielders there? That's what they're doing at the moment. Or do you bowl away from his strength? Or do you bowl it in the slot? That's nailed.
Similar position though, full outside off stump, clears the front leg. This time hits through the line. In a way, that's the best of them. Just completely crunches and dismisses that ball. Such a good pickup. That is such a good bat lift.
34 for none, and Pollock has all 34. Sibley yet to get off the mark. Pulled away, pulled hard, save your legs, I think. Yes, 4 more.
Short's not working, full's not working. He's just dismissing everything out of his presence. It's such good batting. 87 mile an hour, just sits up. He's ready for this delivery. Doesn't matter that square leg is back. Hits it hard enough, beats him. It's a fast outfield.
That's a good comeback. The old-fashioned Yorker. Paul Allett is sitting somewhere right now saying, don't forget the Yorker.
Perfect Yorker, right in the block hole. Nothing you can do with that.
Sibley's away. He'll keep the strike as well. 40 from 3 overs. Excellent crowd in already. Birmingham Bears playing in this first semi-final, so they were queuing up early. Graham Wagg into the attack bowls, lots of variations. Did play for Warwickshire a while ago, so he'll enjoy this ground. A little bowler. Variation of the left arm as well. The angle. Sibley kept the strike there.
Just has to think whether he goes or actually just keeps giving it back to Pollock. Pollock is playing so well. There's times when you think we all just go, but actually, probably best off just letting the man at the other end, 39-15, have another go and another bowler.
And we've been chatting to some players, and all that theory has gone a little bit in the last year or so. Every ball must go, these players are saying. Don't waste any of the 20 overs. Boundaries, anything straight. That's why I'm reckoning, just hide the ball outside off stump. Get him hitting through the offside. He might do that, Pollock.
That is where I never like third man up, because if you bring third man up as DeLanger had at his pace, what you're saying is you can't bowl anything wide of off stump. Keep that man back.
Wag round the wicket, angling in. He just got in. Sibley trying to get Pollock back on strike, just about manages.
But this will be interesting because Wag bowls lots of cutters, lots of slow ball bouncers, lots of change-ups. At the minute, pace has just been dismissed. What has Wag got? Times, it's a signal to the keeper, but I think that's gone. It was you who spotted the signal.
Conversation already, senior players. Ingram, Rudolph, Bowler. Third man has been waved up. I think that's because of the pace off the ball. The slow ball bounces. Maybe go death bowling now, bowl Yorkers. But both third man and fine leg are up.
Yorkers and slower balls.
Full toss, oh, missed out. Very good stop, backward point.
How close was backward point there, Salter? That was hit so hard, he was walking in, he got right on the... Looked. Right on the strips, not far away, not on the circle by any means, where you'd think everyone would be back there. That is a brilliant stop.
Well, I think if he was on the circle, just on the angle, it would have gone past him. Try and get him slightly closer, cut off that angle. That's where, bowl there, hide it out there, this is good.
Does he get away with it again though? The thing about Wag, he watches the batsman so well. Almost on that wide line, that is good bowling. Do you get away with it again though? Or do you have to change up as the batsmen start to think you're going to try and do that again and be waiting for the delivery where there's no one on the offside back?
Slow ball picked up leg side. For a second he doesn't run. He was probably right not to.
He had that moment where he just wanted to stand and admire the ball, and then he saw long on, interested, thinking he had a chance of stopping it. There he is, tries to strut it out. Sees long on move, but it didn't matter again. It's such a good shot. It's like a slog sweep shot. See people play against the spinners. Well, he's doing it to the seamers.
Again though, right on his arc, too straight. Played away, gets through this time. Skids off, Wag's not happy. Has a little look at third man. That's skidded off quickly.
Poor ball though, you can see what he's trying to do, but it's just a free hit. If you got third man up or no one back on the cover boundary, he can just slice the ball, and as long as he beats that man in the circle, 47 from just 19 balls.
This could be a Rob Key opening partnership, this, 2 out of 50.
Sorry. If it's me and you, there's more chance of me being Pollock than you. I wasn't even listening, I was talking to Athens then, and I knew you having a little dig at me again. And you're talking about that texting. I didn't do that. Just lied.
Luke Ronke has the fastest 50 in 16 deliveries, so he can't beat that. That's this year. Doesn't get it through. 9 from the over, 49 for none. Well, we got all the ingredients, haven't we? We've got a good pitch, the weather is perfect, an excellent venue, and 4 very good sides. But it certainly hasn't been a quiet start.
Probably there's plenty of batting to come for Morgan. Struggling here at the moment. Power just keeps on coming in this Birmingham side.
Real change in personnel, wasn't it? Halfway through the season, Ashley Giles decided to do away with the likes of Ian Bell. William Porterfield went for some youngsters, got Sibley in, got Hose in, brought Pollock up through the ranks very quickly. Troughton, they reckon, is a massive fan of Pollock. Sibley came from Surrey. Clothing it to mid-on and running. Well, that'll do for the team.
Yeah, not a bad thing. 50 up, 4.1 overs. What a start this is for the Birmingham Bears. Pollock has just lit up finals day so far. There's always a young player. Last year it was Duckett. This year, so far, it's Pollock.
Okay, all that's happened is that square leg has come more towards cow corner. No one behind square leg side. Oh, good Yorker, excellent Yorker.
You just need to save your voice as well for later.
Why is that, Rob? The commentary? I can't believe you're thinking that.
Surely you're going to do what? Bit of MC Hammer? How much have those two been practicing their singing? Flintoff and Lloyd.
I hear you're doing the mascot race, Rob.
Not happy about it. It's quite a long way.
You might have got something on that. Eyes on the umpire. Yeah, run given.
We're doing a relay, so bum ball to me to Fred. It's a good over so far from Hogan. He needs to use all his experience.
Well, he's gone Yorkers now to Pollock. Over the offside. First boundary for Sibley.
Yeah, Sibley in on the act, hasn't taken long. Normally likes to go to the leg side. This time just a couple of steps down. Problem is, you think so much about Pollock at the other end, you forget about Sibley, who just a couple of steps down and lifts it over the covers. I would say, when we went out there and had a look at the pitch, you're not that surprised that they've got off to a flyer because it looked such a good wicket. As you said, that's exactly why Rudolph won the toss, because you win the toss thinking we can chase down anything pretty much.
It's away, past mid-wicket, but that's where the field change has been. And it's come round to cow corner. They're going to have to hurry. 50 for Pollock in just 23 deliveries. He's lit up finals day. It's 58 for none. In just 23 deliveries, 5 fours, 4 sixes, predominantly leg side. Brilliant 50 by Pollock. It's 58 after 5. Sibley's pulled it away, and he's pulled it away for 4. We're going to have a change up here. Marcus is with Athos.
Well, great start from Birmingham. Morgan looking a little shell-shocked at the moment. Pollock is dancing away, 50 for 23. Sibley just getting into the act now with his second 4. And a great start from the home team. Pitch looks excellent. Very flat, easy pace. And Pollock has played some remarkable shots. That ain't going to help matters, Marcus. It's a no ball and a free hit.
No, absolutely.
But very strong leg side. Anything in that arc between mid-on and square leg. 42% of his runs have come there. Been marginally better when they managed to get in a Yorker or hide it outside off stump, but in that arc he's been mighty strong. He's not a man you want to be giving a free hit to at the moment in the form that he's in. Tries to go offside.
Nearly an overthrow, but it's been so impressive, hasn't it? Just the consistency of how he struck the ball. Obviously going for a shot straight away, first over, 1-6, 1-4, and then he just carried on from there.
Yeah, this infusion of young blood, exciting talent at Birmingham has really rejuvenated them in this blast competition this year. Pollock is one of those, and he nails it again to mid-off. You've got Pollock, age 22, Sibley 21, Hose 24, and that combination have all come in and just given Birmingham a lift. How did you let him go, Adam Hose?
Hey, let's move on to the cricket. Let's keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's a sad day.
Looks a talented player. That was mighty close. It's the second full toss actually that De Lange has bowled, and they've been perfectly fine below waist height. This wasn't far away from bowling Pollock.
He gives it a good go. This one across seamer, very, very close to the top of the off stump. Not quite high enough for a no ball, but must be tricky to face at that pace.
Gone, good catch. It was hit very firmly. It's another full toss. Pollock was trying to slice it away through the offside. Very good catch from Carlson at cover.
Yeah, it's another full bunger. Crunch to get through the offside, as every other delivery has been, but well taken. Carlson's solid hands. But that is a fine, fine innings to light up the start of the Blast Finals day. The fashion he has is 50 from just 27 deliveries. Birmingham are 65 for 1.
Now, that's around the big screen. We are thrusting the wedgie into the edge-lasting side. If you'd like to be part of that today, reading calls rolling high, ready away. The Birmingham men behind the RS Live stand to be part of our bungee runs.
Right start for Birmingham. They're 65 for 1. They've just lost the first wicket. Ed Pollock, who played beautifully, was caught by Carlson off the bowling of De Lange for a rapid 50 in just 27 balls. Adam Hose, another one of these young gun batsmen that have come in the middle of this competition really for Birmingham this year. Tall lad, big levers, strikes the ball well.
Yeah, it's a nice way to get going. Nice little start at the end of the over. 65 for 1. See there, Pollock just crunching it. Well taken.
Yeah, it was a good catch. It was straight to him, but it was travelling, and it was the kind of height where you don't necessarily sometimes see it that well. Coming at about face height, eye height, coming straight out of the back of the crowd. So well taken by Kieran Carlson. End of the first power play. Birmingham will be well happy with their position. 65 for 1. Craig Meshte bowled very well in the quarter-final down at Cardiff, where I think he took 3 relatively cheap wickets. But this is a very different pitch. It was a slowish pitch at Cardiff. And Glamorgan's bowlers could take the pace off the ball, bowler cutters, bowl quite straight with a lot of success. But this is a much better surface.
Yeah, different challenge from here altogether. Obviously played quite a bit of time down at Somerset, as did Adam Hose.
Well, Sibley so far has been content just to try and get Pollock on strike. Maybe time for him now to take charge as Hose looks to get himself settled.
It's been quite daunting, to stand at the other end when somebody's going so well and you're not really getting any part of the strike at all. It's just...
Yeah, you've got to take your ego out of it, haven't you? It can be difficult, as you say, but providing team's going well, you're perfectly happy and content to just get a single and get him on strike, but you've got to just take your ego out of it to do that.
Oh, Messi.
You come into the game, and obviously such a special day for everybody. You come up with such great expectation. You just want to get going. You want to get your first boundary away. And you got this young lad coming in the other end who's just belted it.
Well, there he is. He's got a smile on his face, and why wouldn't you? He's played beautifully, giving his team a cracking start. That's Sibley's game. Strong through the leg side. Likes to fetch it onto the onside. 2 tall lads at the crease. Tell us a little bit about Adam Hose then. You obviously know him well. He's been down your neck of the woods a long time.
Good player. He's obviously really come on really well this season. Obviously it's a sad blow to lose him up here to Birmingham.
On it, Waggers!
But he sort of worked his way in really through runs and the form that he showed. He came through the MCC Young Cricketers and we picked him up from there. He got mounting runs in the second team, gave him an opportunity in the 50 over competition, and just progressed and come along nicely. But he showed some good form in the white ball game this season, and particularly just sort of scoring at a good rate more than anything else.
Catch!
Now this might be out. It didn't sound good off the bat. Should be taken and is taken out in the deep. I think it was a slower ball. Pace off working again for Meshde. Second wicket down.
Yeah, well taken by Donald, but just as we're bigging up Adam Hose, Shea has taken pace up. He's trying to sort of feed it over leg side and only managing to scoop it straight up in the air and easily taken. Adam Hose has to depart just for one. Birmingham Bears at 68 for 2.